In Chapter 3, know the difference between the different types of community efforts at addressing the problems of addiction. For example, know what type of program a recovery home runs versus the type of program that a hospital runs. Also know about Marty Mann, her role with NCA, know what NCA is, and also know what their mission is, know what their goal is. Starting at page 37, know the individuals that make up the nuclear family. And then on page 38, know the relationship between the community and organization, the difference between a community and an organization. Know about a closed community, know about the subsystems such as marital, parental, and sibling subsystems. At page 41, know the examples of family and community boundaries, as well as the differences between a clear, rigid, and disengaged or diffused family characteristic and its boundaries. Also, on page 42, understand the blended or reconstituted family, also known as stepfamilies. Understand what the US Census Bureau says about the makeup or the number of stepfamilies in the United States back in 1990, and then their estimates for 2000. Finally, know about family homeostasis, which is a balance or equilibrium that runs through families. It's a balancing behavior that shifts in response to changes that occur within the family, such as the placator, the blamer, the dependent. Know what the differences are between those characteristics and be able to differentiate between them, as well as talk about their similarities. In Chapter 5, starting on page 45, know everything that this slide outlines, where personality, the word personality comes from, id, ego, superego, Meyers-Briggs tests, and also know Erik Erikson's 8 stages of psychosocial development. For example, know what initiative versus guilt is, that it's in the 4th through the 5th year of life, and understand the difference between that and industry versus inferiority, which would be the 4th stage. How does this apply to a chemically dependent individual? Know the definitions offered on page 49, how a normal, well-adjusted, healthy individual copes with fears and anxiety versus an addict who substitutes chemical or other activity to blunt those fears and anxieties. In Chapter 6, starting at page 51, know all of the terms that are in bold, such as ethnic, nationality, race. Know the differences between the terms, know what the definitions are. And then on page 52, know what the ethnic and cultural stumbling blocks are, as well as the building blocks, be able to group them and also be able to distinguish between the different types of stumbling and building blocks. In the article between pages 52 and 59, minority women and alcohol use, you should know the factors that increase and decrease a woman's risk for alcohol problems. That information actually is in the first few paragraphs of that article. Then at the bottom of page 53, know the people who are generally included in ethnic groupings in alcohol research, and then know the general prevalence of drinking among different ethnic groups, and that information is at the top of page 54 within those first 3 paragraphs. The information in the rest of the article is very interesting. It is good to know. It will not be tested on. So make sure you know the information on pages 52 through 54 in that article, and you'll be fine.